that y'all think you're the heroes of this little adventure, but you're not. Welcome to Pandora, kiddos.
Hello, and welcome back to Villain Review. Today, we have our most requested episode, Handsome Jack. For those who don't know, Handsome Jack is the main antagonist in the second installment in the Borderlands franchise made by Gearbox Software. I'm gonna go ahead and say spoilers for this game, and this game. There is a lot to get into, so let's get into it. Unlike some villains, we actually know a lot about Jack because he kind of has a whole game dedicated to it. Because of this, we see all the horrible events that happen in his life that lead him to be the villain we see in Borderlands 2. The first thing about Jack is that his father died. It's kind of the first thing we learn, and that he was sent to live with his grandmother. Jack's grandmother was abusive in many different ways, and that never really leads to someone who's, sane. Eventually, Jack got out of the care of his grandmother, and things began to look better for him. He got a job, a wife, and a daughter. The one catch, though, was that his daughter, who was named Angel, was born a siren, one of 6 powerful beings in the universe. Angel had the power to control technology, and because of that, she accidentally killed her mother, as shown in a side mission in Borderlands 3. This caused Jack to trap his daughter, to both harness her power to find the vaults, and because he didn't know what else that power could do. Skipping ahead a bit, Jack would go on to seek power by whatever means necessary, but that mainly means by opening vaults. In the pre-sequel, we see Jack do this, but he's ultimately betrayed by everyone he pretty much knows. He learns of the warrior who was an ancient power on Pandora, but Lilith gives him a nasty-looking facelift in the process. And that brings us to Borderlands 2. When we see him in this game, Jack hates the Vault Hunters and is racing against them to open the vault and unleash the power of the warrior.
My husband gave me a skag pearl ring. The pearl released hunger-inducing pheromones.
Oh, you know what? I am so sorry. I just, forgive me. Where's your husband now?
He's dead.
That is a heartbreaker. But you got something in common with him now, at least.
Right off the bat, Jack's hilarious.
New Haven, right? City's burning. People are dying left and right. Yada, yada, yada. A freaking spoon, and I'm dying laughing, right? So I scoop out his stupid little eyeballs with it, and his kids are all, wah! And I can't even, he can't see where he's going. He's bumping into stuff, and anyway, I don't know, maybe he had to be there. The moral is, you're a total bitch.
He's played to perfection by Damian Clark, and throughout the 4 games we see him, he never really gets stale. Even in Borderlands 2, we understand very early how crazy Handsome Jack is, but he does it in such a way that it's so entertaining to hear. When you take his origins into account, he really is a sympathetic character. All he wants is power, and that's because that's what he's truly never had. He was powerless to his grandmother who abused him. There was nothing he could do to stop his daughter from killing his wife. And all he could do was watch as his friends betrayed him with the intentions of killing him. So much has gone wrong in Jack's life, you completely understand why he is the way he is. Another great example is in Tales from the Borderlands. When he's about to die, he breaks down and begs Reese to not do it. He cracks jokes all day long, and they're hilarious, but that's when he's the most comfortable, when he feels the most powerful. He is the most confident in Borderlands 2 because he thinks there is no chance you can beat him. And when things start to go wrong, he drops the act and gets a little more serious. It also helps that he thinks he's doing the right thing for Pandora. He wants to bring order to the planet that's plagued by bandits who kill each other every day. It makes sense why, too. If there was order on the planet, he wouldn't have gotten abused by his grandmother. There would have been a help to help his daughter. He wants all the Vault Hunters dead, not only because they are a threat, but because all the ones he knew betrayed him. He does plenty of evil throughout the games, but it all makes sense for his character. And something about his personality has me smiling every time I hear his voice. There are a lot of good scenes for Jack, and I think I'm going to start with one from each game. Starting with the pre-sequel, I'm going to go with the one at the very end where he assumes control of Hyperion.
Mr. Tassiter's been replaced, sweet cheeks. Starting today, you're working for me.
that you?
Call me Jack, honey. Handsome Jack.
I like this scene because it shows that Jack has finally snapped, and at that point, he is a villain. The scene I'm going with from Borderlands 2 is actually a boss fight, sorta. It's the one with Angel in the Angel Corps.
Angel, you can stop this. I'll still forgive you, baby.
I like the scene because this is where he fully breaks down over his daughter. At this moment, he shows that he truly does care about his daughter. He hasn't treated her right, but he cares. In his eyes, everything he does is to protect her, to protect others, because he's never had the power to do that.
Jack.
Roland!
Son.
The last scene I'm going with is from Tales from the Borderlands, his last scene with Reed.
There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing there. Don't do this.
In this scene, it's almost the most normal we see Jack, as he comes across as just a normal guy who's begging for his life, like so many more have done before him in the past. He's a guy who was abused, who lost his wife, his daughter, and all he wants is to live another day. He's lost so much, and he doesn't want to lose his own life. I honestly could have chosen some funny dialogue for his best scenes, but that's not what makes Jack great. There are a lot of funny villains out there, but Jack's more serious moments are what make him special. He's funny, but there's more to him than that. He uses humor to give himself power because that's what he really wants. That's what he's never had. The power to make things how he wants them to be. Handsome Jack is a very special character in the world of video games. He's very funny and it fits the tone of the game, but he's also menacing and sympathetic. It's not very often we get a whole entire story dedicated to why he is the way he is, and in this case, it helps Jack tremendously. The origins perfectly show and explain why he is the way he is and how it shaped him to be the character we know. He reaches every range a character can reach. He's funny. We hate him, we love him, we feel bad for him, and we love to see him on screen. He's been in 4 games and I never get sick of him. It's always a treat to see or hear him in the game, even if it's only in like one side mission like Borderlands 3. Handsome Jack obviously gets a 10. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Comment below who I should review next, and feel free to tell me what you think of Handsome Jack in the comments. Thanks again, and I'll see you Monday.